Hello everyone. This is a video I decided to make for swapping a Chevrolet engine into a Rover. I know it has been done many times before, but it's very hard to find information about it. So this is just a video on how I'm going to do it and document it. For anyone who ever wants to do the same, because nobody ever explains how to do it. There are videos of people installing Chevy LS engines in Land Rovers, and they use some nice adapter kits, and it's all pretty straightforward. But like most Land Rover owners, at least in Europe, I'm not rich. And but I do have dreams. So this is my Range Rover. It's a 1973, 1974, whatever you may call it. I think it's a 1973. Used to have the body-colored C-pillar. Restored this car myself 4 years ago. I rebuilt the engine 2 years ago. It's a 3.5 with a high compression. It is fitted with an LPG system, and as you can see, it's dirty. It's really dirty because I do use this car. In LPG, I fitted a Ford carburetor to the original intake manifold, and I adapted it. And it runs quite decent. It's not perfect, but it's a lot nicer to have this carburetor than the crappy Zenith Strombergs, because I really think they are crap. So the car is fitted with a 5-speed gearbox, the LT77S, which is the upgraded version of the LT77. It's the short stick. So the stick is in rear of the transfer case lever. It has the tunnel of a late model Range Rover. This is the engine it's going to be in. This is a Chevy V8, as you can see. And I did a minor freshening up. I know the history of this engine, because this engine came out of one of my other cars. This is the L69 from a 1986 Monte Carlo SS. So what does it mean? Well, it's a 305, but it's fitted with the 4-barrel carburetor with an aluminum intake. Aluminum, whatever you want to say. It has high compression cylinder heads, higher compression, and it has a Camaro camshaft, which is nice because it's really a mid-range engine, and it runs out of breath in the higher RPMs, but it's not a fat, lazy torque engine. We'll have to change this starter motor because I think it's going to give problems later on. So I only painted the block in this ugly green because I thought it was funny, and I redid some of the gaskets, put some new gaskets in, because I know this engine runs quite good. It's not a high mileage engine. I made an adapter to fit the Rover fan. So this is a Range Rover fan, and it fits to the Chevrolet pulley with this a small adapter I made, and it's not that difficult to make. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to use it. Many things I'm not sure yet about, because there is no information. I do know that the HEI is going to, the distributor is going to be a problem, because you can see how far it is rearward. It just passed the bell housing flange, And you can see that the Rover really doesn't have a lot of space there. But I know it has been done, at least with the smaller cab. And I will try to use the HEI, the big cab. I really like them, they're very reliable. Never had any issues with them. Nice on maintenance, cheap parts. Yeah, really great distributor. I really want to use it. So this engine also comes with the electronic quadrajet, the 4M, I don't even know. It's the 1980s model, so it uses a solenoid to control the mixture. It's controlled by an O2 sensor. So this one has been converted to a heated O2 sensor, which I already did a year before. And this it's quite a simple setup. A timing computer, and it uses a knock sensor. This is the knock sensor, and that's also quite straightforward. It has a map sensor. It has two map sensors. One map sensor, one barometric sensor, which is the sensor. It will go to the passenger compartment, and there I will have the ECU fitted. So this is the adapter kit from Mark's four-wheel drive adapters for the Chevy V8 to fit to the Rover 4 and 5 speed transmissions. So if you can see, it comes with engine mounts to fit the Chevy into the Land Rover frame. They look quite nice. They're plated, quite thick gauges. And this is the main part, let's say. This is the adapter to fit the Rover gearbox to the block. You can see the Rover bell housing bolt pattern is just a plain circular pattern. It's a lot smaller than the Chevy, and it's not just a Chevy pattern. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is Chevrolet, but this is the BOP pattern. So I think you can also use this kit for a Pontiac, Oldsmobile or Buick engine, but it isn't stated in the manual. It isn't stated on the website. They only mention the Chevy engine, so I wonder why they don't mention that. So you get a relocated starter hole, let's say, because the Rover V8 has the starter motor in a higher position, so you will need to modify the bell housing for the gearbox yeah, but we'll see about that. This is the bottom adapter. It actually only it only extends about the same amount, and then you will fit this flywheel cover, which is supplied in the kit. It's a nice stainless steel piece, and these are mild steel. So you do need a 53 tooth flywheel for a Chevy V8. This is a flywheel for an 86 and later Chevy V8 with the externally balanced flywheel. So it has a weight casted into it. Theoretically, you don't have to do any balancing as long as you didn't modify anything of the crankshaft and corner rods, everything. My engine is a stock 305. I haven't touched the bottom end, so I will use it. I'm not afraid of any vibrations, really. If I were to do a more expensive build, I would have this checked over and balanced together with the crankshaft, let's say. So it fits snug. Well, not that snug, but this is how it will fit. And you see that the bigger flywheel will not fit this adapter. It will be slightly too large for the bell housing. And what I will do, I will take the Rover clutch, put it on this flywheel so we can see the difference. The clutch diameters are the same. The Rover has the same clutch diameter as the Chevrolet, 10.5 inches. Somewhere I read 10.4, so we'll see what happens when we stack them, and we'll see. The kit also comes with, by the way, this flywheel I purchased separately, of course. It's just from Rock Auto. Also, I ordered some bolts to go with it. The kit also comes with it comes with dowel pins, which already don't really want to fit. I cannot push them in by hand, at least. It comes with an oil sensor adapter. I presume this will be on the back of the engine and then mounts forward, so you can install the Rover style oil sensor. I'm not sure if I will use this one. We'll see. We'll just see. This is a water temp sensor adapter. If you want to use the yeah, I don't even know why they really supplied this in the kit, because it's just a regular adapter. You know, you can buy this on several shops. I think this is just a PSP and a PSP, and I guess it's a 3/8 and a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch. It comes with a bushing, an adapter bushing, and it comes with these 3 adapters, and they're not labeled. They are barely even mentioned in the instructions, which are not supplied with the kit. You have to download them from the website, and they only mention 1 adapter. So I really wonder which one it is going to be. None of them really match with the flywheel, at least. I mean, I haven't seen it yet. So, and this bushing doesn't want to go in this hole either. So yeah, I'm not so sure what to think of this. It would have been nice if they had labeled it, or if the instruction manual came with pictures at least, or because maybe it's just to fit like an LS style, or early and late model Chevy, or a BOP. I don't know. I really don't know. We will find out. We will find out. Made it with each other. And you see, it's just going to be here. It just has to be removed. Having installed the mini starter, which I chose to do because I didn't want to cut too much away from the bell housing. You see how I made a little modification here. This is with the starter out. It's touching the flywheel, contacting the flywheel. So it's really not that bad. And then there's going to be a spacer in here with a cover plate. And then, yeah. two bolts. They had to be shorter because they were touching the block on the wrong place. So they basically have the same length as the adapter plus the bell housing. So that's this one and this one. I doubt it for someone in the future. Not that you can see it with all the mud on it. So installed just plain washers, plate washers, to get the angle of the forks right. So now it seems to be quite the correct position, and the rover release bearing fits nicely. Yeah. So when I tried, I put in two 10mm shims washers. They have a 3mm thickness, which ends up being a 5mm or 4mm decrease of distance from the throwout bearing to the end of the input shaft, which is already a lot better, and it would still give me a 3mm free play, which is quite a lot between the throwout bearing and the pressure plate. I'm going to try it first, install the engine and see how much pedal travel I have. And well, the engine has to come out anyway a few times, so we'll see how it goes. But it's quite simple. It looks to be working. Yeah. So, trial fit number one. Actually, it was really tight to get it in, but once it's in, it's actually really not bad at all. All the space back here, and it clears with a little bit of room. Fan clears. Maybe even the Chevrolet fan, which is bigger, may even clear. But it will be touching. It's very close to the radiator. Really close. Look, it's working nicely. I am going to see how the clutch is behaving. My hand's a little dirty. Okay, so oh, this is quite stiff, but it works, I think. I feel it pushing through. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I would like a little more. So the biggest issue will be the HEI. As you can see, it's really close. It does clear the bulkhead, However, it's still not clear the how do you call it? I don't know how you call it. I will. I have space, so I will cut it out. Cut out a piece here. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, and make a new piece. And then it will fit. But it will take some cutting.